Prince Edward lost his temper after breaking the rules at a charity event he organized. Prince Edward was reportedly unhappy with comments from reporters about his charity show and walked out after the Knockout Royale was branded a PR disaster. Prince Edward lost his temper after organizing a charity event which was accused of breaching royal etiquette, a documentary has claimed. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. The usually soft-spoken Earl hosted the televised fundraiser It's a Royal Knockout back in 1987. In the show, members of the royal family take part in a series of crazy challenges alongside celebrities from the worlds of sport, music and television. Prince Andrew, Princess Anne, Sarah Ferguson and Edward staged the panto themselves to raise money and were joined by stars including John Travolta, Richard, and Gary Lineker. At the time, many reportedly thought the show was a PR disaster, but Edwards didn't buy it. Singer and actor Toya Wilcox spoke about this in the Channel 5 documentary Queen Paxman's Children. She helped the prince organize the event. She said the incident was inevitable because it symbolized the beginning of the modern monarchy. The star said in 2019 that it wasn't the TV show itself that was disastrous but Prince Edward's reaction at the end of the event. Admitting the incident was made fun of, Toya said, "I think things got worse in an instant." Prince Edward didn't want the press to move and he went into the press tent and simply said, "No, you're going to stay here." The whole atmosphere changed. In an episode of Channel 5's Awkward Now, the 80s, she recalled how journalists in attendance reacted with nervous laughter when he asked what they thought of the show. A frustrated Edward stormed out of the press conference and sarcastically thanked the reporters for their enthusiasm. They were hot, they were hungry, and they couldn't see the physical body, so they didn't respond to him. The singer continued. They just insulted him, and he lost his temper. The whole incident is remembered. Broadcaster Vanessa Fields added, he wanted the media to praise him and tell him how wonderful it was, but he didn't. It is such a shame and a huge blot on the entire history of the royal family. In March, King Charles finally bestowed the titles of Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh on Edward and his wife Sophie, fulfilling a promise made by the late Queen. Buckingham Palace announced the news on Edward's 59th birthday and that his new title, previously held by his father, the late Prince Philip, will remain with him for the rest of his life. Handing the Duchy of Edinburgh to Edward means Sophie will now be known as the Duchess of Edinburgh, which also changes their son James, 15. He is now the Earl of Wessex, a title bestowed by his father on their wedding day. However, Edward and Sophie's daughter Lady Louise Windsor's title has not been changed and her title will remain unchanged.